Hi, I'm Pat Bosco, Vice President Dean at K-State. Our Parent Family Association does a wonderful job of keeping our parents and family members informed. Any questions at all, feel free to give us a call. That's what makes K-State a very special kind of place.
Pat was student body president when we were in college, and the guy had a lot of passion for K-State.
We always used to joke that he was a hit-and-run artist because he had so much energy that you would see him, he could say hello, you could have an entire conversation with him, and then he was off.
I have a chance to meet the President of the United States, Richard Nixon. And my dad called me that night, and he said, I saw you on TV, and the President shook your hand. He said, he leaned into you, what did he say? I told my dad what he said, great school. And my dad says, did he mean it? And I lied to him. I didn't have the heart to tell my dad that, no, I don't think Richard Nixon meant it. Authentic leaders are in the moment. They give you everything they've got.
That is so Pat Bosco. You trust him. You give your kids over to him, and you know they're going to be well taken care of.
I think what he does is he just makes everyone feel like they're the most important person when he's talking to you.
Someone who has this beautiful gift of seeing something in people that they haven't seen in themselves.
Having come from Syracuse and coming to K-State and being accepted like it was family made him want every student to have that experience.
I think one of the things that just amazes us about Pat is how much he cares about the students who attend Kansas State University, how hard he has worked to get students here, and then the fact that he takes care of them once they are here. They're all like his own kids. It just amazes us.
I met Dr. Bosco as a freshman at Kansas State. In my sophomore year, my family worked with him after I was diagnosed with brain cancer. We still remember sitting in his office as he told me he would crawl through broken glass to make sure I could continue classes during my treatment. I've now been cancer-free for over 11 years, and I'm a PhD scientist in a brain cancer research lab. I owe so much to Dr. Bosco and the K-State family. Dr. Bosco, thank you for making such a huge difference in my life.
Dr. Bosco, you have taught me so much, but I think the biggest thing that I've learned throughout the past year and over my time at K-State is not to care just about the organization or the institution itself, but the people that our decisions and what we're doing day to day are actually impacting and affecting their lives, and for that I'm forever grateful.
What other action should a guy take to say thank you, Dr. Bosco, for a job well done and bringing Kansas State University to the powerhouse that it is today? I know personally I would not be who I am without you today. You took a risk on that kid that walked in your office with a gold briefcase asking to be an admissions representative, and it sparked everything that I am today. I'm truly appreciative. Enjoy your retirement. You have earned it, and I'll see you for a game of poker here real soon.
That's Pat. That's why Pat is iconic. He's authentic, and he's a part of everybody's life.
We wouldn't be wearing purple if it wasn't for Pat. We wouldn't have purple sweatshirts all over campus if it wasn't for Pat.
We have so many examples of upperclassmen that have run into hurdles, in their college career, and they turn to Pat.
He gives every family his home number at orientation and enrollment, and talk about showing your commitment to helping students be successful. That's putting your money where your mouth is and saying, if you have a problem, anytime, day or night, pick up the phone, here I am.
He saw K-State for what it was and how it was different, which is family. And so that's what he's tried to make it for everyone else. And he hasn't changed. He has the same, he's sort of infectious, enthusiasm and always upbeat. And so when you see Pat, you'll feel better.
To help make our school better.
His sense of social justice, it's rare. It's not mechanical, it's not made up. It's this man's heart because he gets it.
If he's at a recruitment event, he's all in. And if he's at a K-State basketball game, he is all in. And if he's with his family, he's all in. And he just has this way of being in the space where he needs to be and connecting with people around him.
Standing ovation from everyone in the arena. I believe of the 12,000 people who were there, 11,000 of them know Pat and love Pat.
And people who know the history know where we were, 13,000 of 12,000. He brought us out of the ashes. You can't build buildings, you can't build a stadium, you can't do what we've done unless somebody's bringing students here.
The recreation complex was built in the 1970s when he was the director of student activities, and then later renamed the Peters Complex. And that's another thing we share in common, because Chet Peters was another one of my mentors, and I know he was definitely someone that really had a tremendous influence on Pat's life. Now look at the student union and the renovations that have taken place there. Look at Weefald Hall and dining and housing. I mean, his reach is much broader than just the student recruitment piece. His leadership allowed those individuals that were in charge of those different projects to excel and add to, the student success at our university, because those are all very important components.
I mean, I always feel like he's had a big impact on me, but what's more impressive to me is it's not just me. It's as you said, thousands and thousands and thousands of people. And so he's changed K-State, but more importantly, he's changed thousands of lives.
History will tell the story, and history will help us understand. If there was not for a Pat Bosco in a 50-year span of K-State's history, we would not be where we are.
We're so excited to spend more time with you, Grandpa. Love you. Love you.